Good morning and welcome to All the Boards and a brand new week. My name is Adam from Board at Home and we've got some great stuff to cover for you for the coming week. Before we get into it, I just want to say thank you to those who attended our Star Wars pre-release. We had a great time with you all. We saw some really cool cards being pulled and a lot of enthusiasm for the game. Our first events for this officially will begin this week on Saturday the 9th of March at 12 PM and will continue weekly in that same slot. The entry for that will be £7.50 per person, and there will be promos accompanying the event as well, so do keep an eye out for all of that. As and when they do arrive in the shop, we will make sure to put up videos of those. But just to let you know that we were extremely happy with the pre-release and we're looking forward to watching this brand new game grow within the store. So thank you again for attending the weekend pre-release. So on to this week, and as always we are going to begin with our game of the week. This week it is Kingdom Rush Elemental Rising from Lucky Duck Games. So this is a tower defense game. If you've played any of these on your phone, you'll be very familiar. Things like Clash Royale, Kingdom Rush itself, which is based on the video game. There's a multitude of them where the premise is you're building towers, collecting troops, and you're basically attacking waves, hordes of monsters that are trying to get into your city, your castle, get through your border, whatever the premise of that game may be. But the idea is quite similar. You want to strategically place towers around the board to destroy these units before they are able to get to your front line. And that's exactly what you will be doing in Kingdom Rush Elemental Uprising. You can play it as a standalone game, or there is a campaign inside the box that will allow you to play through a variety of different games, different scenarios that are all linked together. It is a big box, there's a lot of stuff in here. It has an introductory scenario as well, so it will basically talk you through how to play the game, how to set up the game, and what to do on each of your turns. So basically it will give you an idea of how a game progresses, which is really good. A lot of sort of more complicated games and heavier games tend not to do this all the time, so having something like that to take you step by step should you need it is an invaluable resource in my opinion. But it's a very colourful game. You've got some wonderful minis in here. Each player has their own mini. The component quality is really seriously good. And yeah, we played our first game of this on Saturday, the weekend just gone. One of our customers bought it and decided they wanted to try it out straight away. So yeah, that is Kingdom Rush Elemental Uprising. It's $54.95, but for such a big box, it is well worth the price on that. You're going to get a lot of game in here. You're going to get endless hours of entertainment as well. So next on our product highlight are just some of our party games from Big Potato. So a lot of people tend to come in here and ask us for things like Cards Against Humanity, which we have stocked in the past, but we find, or I found at least, that after a while Cards Against Humanity can get a little bit stale. You're pulling the same cards, only the certain combinations are really funny, and some of the time you end up with cards that don't really match the question that's being asked, so people have like a throwaway rounds, and it can get a bit stale sometimes, especially if you play it over and over and over without any of the expansions. Sometimes even when you start chucking the expansions in, it can get a bit drawn out. So if you do enjoy games like that and you're looking for something a bit fresh, a fresher take a look at things like It's Kind of a Fun Story, Charty Party, and Puns of Anarchy. So these three games were brought over here to the UK by Big Potato Games, so we'll go through those one by one. First off, we have It's Kind of a Fun Story. So the premise of this one is very simple. You draw a card, you tell a story involving yourself regarding that situation. Once you've told the story, you put it in front of you, you get 2 points for it, and then it moves around. There are also cards that involve the entire group, and cards that involve the people to your left and your right as well. So it's not just you telling the story, it is quite an interactive game as well. It is themed for ages 17 and up. However, all the R-rated cards in here are clearly delineated with a or marked with a R in the corner, so you can take those out to make it a bit more of a wholesome family fun if you so wish, or basically make it a little bit more PG. Really, really good fun, a really good icebreaker as well, but they also have some really cool mechanics within the game, such as being able to steal someone else's story. So you think you can one-up them, you can whip out that card, place it on the table, I think I can do better than you, and you can have a crack at that. And if everyone votes that yours is better than theirs, you get their points instead. There's also a note card, so if a story card comes up and you decide, no, I don't want to take part in this for whatever reason, the game has that safety mechanism there. You just put up the note card. The idea is no questions asked, no pressure, you just don't partake in that round, we move on. So there's never any pressure to have to answer them, but the idea is that you're looking for sort of funny and awkward stories. Really, really good fun, very enjoyable, you can get really, really silly. Then we've got Puns of Anarchy. Now this is one that I really like the look of, because I love making puns, I love making dad jokes, even though I'm not a dad myself. For example, no, I won't go into any jokes, but anyway, Puns of Anarchy, everyone has a hand of cards with a variety of different things on them, so it will be TV shows, songs, people, movies, all kinds of things. And then, like on the back here, someone will draw cards. This one says foods, and then you have to change this to make it about food. So, for example, we've got another one bites the dust has become another one bites the crust. The Walking Bread instead of the Walking Dead, and this one, which I think has a couple of possibilities, post calzone, or one that I thought would be funny would be Toast Malone. So there's a few different things there. Really, really good fun. If you just enjoy bad, funny dad jokes, this will be the one for you. And then finally, we've got Charty Party. Now this one is the most similar to Cards Against Humanity. You have a hand of cards that will have different answers on them. But instead of a question card, you have a chart. And each round a chart is pulled out. You then try and take one of your cards, match it to the chart, and the funniest one wins. So very, very similar to Cards Against Humanity. But what I really like with this is the fact that the charts don't mean anything by themselves. It's not like Cards Against Humanity, where you've got the superhero duo of the and the. And sometimes that kind of question is just a throwaway. Well, I've not got anything. I've not got two people in my hands. I'll just chuck whatever. This one has those charts, so they can mean anything. They can be interpreted in so many different ways, and then you've got a variety of different cards that will allow you to do that as well. So out of the three, if you are looking for one with the closest experience to Cards Against Humanity, that would be Charty Party. But really, any of these, absolutely fantastic for the games night with your friends. Get a few beers going, a bottle of wine, and let the silliness commence. And then finally, we have got not a new product for the shop specifically, but some new resources for our RPG groups in the shop. So as you know, our library, we have over 300 games in our games library for people to play with whenever they visit the shop. However, it is not just board games that we have in the library. We also have a ton of RPG resources. We've got maps, we've got minis, terrain, books. What else have we got? All the usual stuff: pencils, rubbers, pens, character sheets. But yeah, the idea that this is really sort of growing and growing and growing. We've got standees, so there's a lot of stuff there. We now have even more. We have got these awesome miniatures from Archon Studios, the people behind Dungeons and Lasers, and we've got about a couple of hundred minis here. So, for example, in this one, you can take a look on the back there. We'll show you all the types of minis, and then if we grab one of our core sets, there we go. It will show you even more minis that are contained within that box. We've got 6 boxes of these here, plus a little beholder as well. So we will be doing a video showcasing exactly what is inside all of these, so do keep an eye out for that. That will be up later this week. Alongside that, we also have the World of Deus Slayer. This is the campaign books. This is the world setting, followed up by a campaign, and we have the bestiary as well. Now, all of these creatures in here, within the core boxes and the 3 stretch goals as well, all appear in this, which is, I think, is just really, really cool. So everything is useful and everything is in here as well. These will be available for people to use, whether you want to just pick some monsters out of this because they look interesting, or you'd like to run the campaign, or just get some world building tips from this one, use it as a reference for other stuff. That is what they are there for. We will also be doing a free evening sometime soon for people to come in and help us build and paint all these minis, just so that we have them done as quickly as possible. So there are a lot here. They look super, super cool. I cannot wait to see them being built. So that is our product highlights for this week. On to the rest of the week. So everything is running as normal, obviously with the addition now that on Friday the 8th of March we have the launch of Star Wars Unlimited, the trading card game. We will have booster packs and we will have the starter sets available on launch. We already have the accessories which were available over the weekend for the pre-release, but will then also be available once again from the 8th of March for the official release as well. And then from the 9th of March, that's the Saturday, every Saturday at 12 PM will be our weekly play event. Now, this is a brand new event, so we do ask people, please do come along and join in this event. Make it as big as it can be. We only get successful events like our RPG Club, Board Games and I, Lorcana, Flesh and Blood, because of you and your input within the community as well. So we're really, really excited about this one. From what we've seen at the pre-release, there's a lot of excitement around the game as well. So if you are interested in attending, or you just want to check out what the game is all about and maybe go from there, consider coming down on the 9th of March for our launch and seeing how the game goes. There will also be some launch promos as well, so we're really, really looking forward to that. So that about wraps it up for everything going on this week. Obviously we are now into March, so a whole brand new month ahead of us, which we're really, really excited for. We still have a couple of spaces left for our Blood on the Clock Tower events. That's running in a couple of weeks' time on the 17th of March. If you are interested, do let us know ASAP. These spots are filling up fast. We've got a couple of spots left, so do let us know ASAP. We don't want to turn anyone away, but space is naturally limited on this. And that's really about it. Keep an eye out for more events as they come up in March. We're always looking to put on as many new things as possible, given the space that we do have. Like Sundays, we are now using Sundays to run sort of special monthly events. Like last month we had our D&D Battle Royale and our Formula D Grand Prix. This month we've got Blood on the Clock Tower. Next month we'll be looking to run another Formula D Grand Prix and maybe even another Battle Royale. So if there's something that you would like to do within the community, within the shop community, that maybe requires as much space as possible, so it won't fit into one of our normal regular nights, do let us know and we can set something up, an open event on a Sunday from 4 o'clock for you. So just let us know if you have any ideas on that and we can run with that for you. So that is everything for this video. If you have any question at all about any of the games or events that we've discussed in the video, or indeed anything within the shop itself, do let us know and we can answer any questions that you may have. Thanks again for watching, guys. It's always a pleasure and we'll see you in the boardroom.